Well, good morning. I have not picked up the camera to do this style of multi-day vlog since I can remember. Feels like such a long time. I'm starting this on a Friday and I just felt like picking up the camera and doing a few little snippets of what I'm doing, and I've got no builders here today, as you can probably hear and figure out. We are so close to the end of the kitchen now. You are sitting on the kitchen island. I'm loving the light in here so far. You're quite a long way from the window, but the way the light comes in is really good for filming. Quite excited about that. I've got water in here. I've got some electricity. I've got no lights, but that's okay. We are getting there. Going to have radiator put in there on Monday, and the rest of the plumbing's going to be done Monday. The gas hob's going in Monday, and I think by the end of next week, fingers crossed, we might be there. We might finally be there. The other side of this wall needs painting as well, and electrics and bits and pieces like that. But anyway, we're not here for a kitchen update. It's 11:15 and I went over to Marks and Spencer's and to Dunelm first thing. I had to get out early because there's 2 panels missing off the end of this unit here, and they're being delivered between 10:55 and 12:45 or something, so I had to be home in time for that delivery window, because I don't think they just leave them Wren Kitchens. I think they want you to be in to sign for them and all that sort of thing. Anyway, I've been to Dunelm this morning. I was looking at glasses, cutlery and a washing up rack. I have got myself a washing up rack. Let's walk this way and I will show you. It is there. Look, quite pleased with that. I've got face, it's tracking my face, so let me turn you. So here's my new washing up rack. I'm very pleased with that. Haven't used it yet, obviously, literally just bought it and put it up there. And I saw some glasses that I liked, and I also saw some cutlery that I quite liked. So they only had 4 of the glasses that I wanted 6 of. So I checked if they've got them online, and they have. So I might order those online, and also have a look at the cutlery online, because they had a really small, it looked as though the cutlery section looked as though it should have been fuller than it was. So I'm going to have I saw a design that I liked, but they didn't have enough of it again. So anyway, I'm going to look at that online. Right, I've got a Marks and Spencer's foodie haul here that I thought I would share with you. I got one of their ultra thin spicy king prawn pizzas. I got this for the freezer because it was reduced from £4 to £2.80, and there's only 356 calories in all of that, and it feels very treaty. It's a nice thing, I like it. Another reduction was this Thai green curry from the Count on Us range. This is my absolute favourite meal from that Count on Us range. I really, really like it. That was down from £4.25 to £2.97. So that's for the freezer, those 2. I got some manchego cheese, £5.50 this was, it better be nice. Yeah, manchego cheese. This is to go with, we're going to have like a tapasy dinner tonight, and we've got some serrano ham. In fact, we've got a whole leg of serrano ham, and Ashley's going to cut some of that, and we're going to have some manchego cheese. I've got a loaf of French bread as well from Marks and Spencer's, which is over there. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but you've seen a French stick before, haven't you? Anyway, the manchego cheese better be nice. That's to go with that. I also got myself a cauliflower cheese, microwave cauliflower cheese, although probably better done in the air fryer, I would think. I love Marks and Spencer cauliflower cheese, and my mum said the other day that she made a cauliflower cheese, and I've been craving it ever since. So I got that one. I got some prawn pill for dinner as well to go with our tapas tonight. Had this one before, really nice. Always enjoy that. Now, I saw this on TikTok and I was interested in it. Rosé mulled wine. Says orange, vanilla and mulled spice flavour. It's 11% alcohol or volume or whatever you call it. And fascinated. Do you warm it or do you drink it? To appreciate the subtle aroma, serve warm with a slice of orange. To heat transfer to a saucepan. Interesting. Add sugar to taste. Adding sugar to wine. So no from me. But I was really interested. The person who did the TikTok about this said it was really nice. They weren't expecting to like it. So I was interested enough to try a bottle of that. A bottle of Pinot Grigio with a really pretty label because we've run out of white wine, and I always like to keep a bottle in the fridge. And this was another one that I've seen people raving about on TikTok, the Chicken Kiev hot melting dip. How nice does that sound? I bet there's about 1 million calories in this. A melting creamy garlic dip with shredded chicken and crunchy garlic and parsley crumb. Oh, delicious. That sounds so good. A packet of the reduced fat ready salted crisps. I thought they would be good for dipping in this. What else have I got? Oh, one of these ginger shots. These are £1.70. £1.70 for a ginger defence shot. It's apple ginger. I think it's got turmeric in it as well. Am I right in saying that? No, it's got vitamin C in it. One of them that they do has turmeric in it. That's got such a kick. I absolutely love it. Very good for your immune system. But yeah, £1.70, that's a lot, isn't it? And single-use plastic. I know. Blame Marks and Spencer's, don't blame me. That was delicious. Yeah, as they say, don't blame the player, blame the game. And then another, saw it on TikTok purchase, was these 9 peppermint and double chocolate cookie dunkers. That sounds so nice. Not a massive chocolate fan, but anything pepperminty I do quite like. And I saw these. Let me open it and I will show you one. On TikTok, and I just thought they looked so nice. So it's like a crunchy biscuit with chocolate wrapped around at the bottom half of it, and then pepperminty. I can smell the pepperminty bits in there. I'm going to have one of those with a cup of coffee a little bit later on. And that is my Marks and Spencer shop. £43 that lot cost. Mind you, there were 2 bottles of wine. Wine's not cheap, is it, these days? It is always a pleasure for me to advertise for this company because this is my favourite product I've ever advertised in all my years of doing YouTube. If you're a regular viewer, you will know that I am a massive fan of the HALORAL teeth whitening system. I've been using it now for, I would say well over a year since I first started using it. And if you're interested at all in improving the aesthetic appearance of your teeth at home rather than going for costly professional treatments, I can tell you that this worked absolutely brilliantly for me. First of all, I'm going to show you my before and after photos. This is 7 days of treatment. You do 7 consecutive days, and the picture I'm putting in now is day 1 at the top and day 7 at the bottom of my teeth when I first used HALORAL. I'm sure you will agree that they are brilliant. Now, I must just add at this point, a bit of a funny story, that last time I advertised this product and put the photo in, I had a very indignant comment from a lady who said, "I don't think I trust you. Those aren't pictures of your teeth. They're from the HALORAL website." So I did let her know by replying to her comment, but I must just point out that the pictures on the website are indeed my teeth. The HALORAL, after I made my first video for them, did ask if they would be able to use the picture for their website. I said yes, of course. And so, yes, that is my teeth on the website. But I just wanted to make that clear so nobody thinks I'm trying to pull the wool over their eyes, or I'd be very silly to do that, but yes, that is indeed my teeth on the website. Right, let me tell you a little bit more about the kit. This is what it comes like in this box. It opens up like that, and you get, this is your little device here, and you get 4 tubes. I've finished one up, but I've got 4 tubes of the PAP gel, which is the activating gel. There's no peroxide involved in this, and PAP gel is also good for sensitivity. If you've got sensitive teeth, this shouldn't exacerbate that or be problematic. Now, I, for one, don't want to put peroxide near my teeth, and I'm sure you don't either. So the PAP gel is a good alternative to that. Right, let's just have a little look at this. So it comes with a little charging lead as well, USB charging lead. And it comes in this little case. It can sit inside its case like so to charge your USB plugs in here. And this is what it looks like. It's a soft silicone-y thing, so it's not uncomfortable to put in your mouth. It says to put the gel on your teeth first before you use it, but I find it much easier to paint the gel directly onto here, the upper and lower portion of it, and you just pop it into your mouth. You can use it on any of the 3 settings. It has the blue light, which is the whitening. It has the red light, which is for teeth strengthening and dental health. And then it does a mixture of the 2, which this never comes off well on camera, that purple. If I put my hand behind it, you can see that it's the purple light, which is a mixture of the 2. This is the only setting I ever use. I like the idea of the dental strengthening and dental health along with the whitening, so I tend to use it always on the purple. When it's finished, it's 15 minutes. It will turn itself off automatically and bleep, so you know it's done. I don't find it uncomfortable at all, and I can walk around while it's doing its thing, not a problem. I know that a lot of you have already bought this and have had some great results from it. A lot of you have told me how pleased you were with it. And they've currently got some great offers on the website coming up towards Black Friday. I've got a discount code as well, which I'll pop across the screen now, and I'll put all the info with the link and everything down in the description box if you are interested in trying this out. I do highly recommend it. As I said, it is genuinely probably my favourite product I've ever advertised. So you can see a little bit of blue sky out there. It's been very squally, windy, rainy weather. I've just put a couple of homemade spring rolls in the air fryer for my lunch, and while they're cooking I thought I would go through one of my bathroom cupboards. I'm still on a real decluttering kick. I'm really enjoying packing up boxes for the charity company to collect later. It will be this month by the time you see this. I'm filming this on the 31st of October. And I've got this this basket of bits and pieces to go through. So while I'm doing this, I had my second Lookiero. Do you remember I made a video? I'll pop it up here or up there or wherever it is for anybody who's interested and hasn't seen it, about Luciierro, the online personal styling box where you fill in a questionnaire and they send you clothes. I made a video about my first box, and I've just had my second box this week, and I filmed it. I didn't want to do a whole video on it, but I've filmed a little segment, so I'm going to insert that here and then I'll be back after you've watched that. So my second Lookiero box has arrived. I did a standalone video on the first one that I received, and honestly it wasn't the greatest. If you want to know what Lookiero is, it's basically a personal shopper chooses clothes for you based on questionnaire you fill in and your preferences, and they send you a selection of clothes which you can keep, exchange for a different size, or send back. My first box was not a roaring success. I think I kept one top out of it, which was quite nice, but I wasn't overly impressed with it, so I thought I'd give one more box a go. Let's open it and see what's in it this time. And welcome back. It's always a pleasure to style your wardrobe. I'm excited to share these selections with you this time around. Yada yada, from my personal stylist Martina, whoever Martina is. This is the price list of what I've got, and then you also get this sort of A4 sheet which presumably shows you the items and the things you can put together and suggests other things you can put with them, type of thing. So let's get into it and see what we have got. First item is this jumper. This looks very big. We had some sizing issues last time. Now I like this jumper, it feels quite nice. It's by the brand, okay, so this is by the brand Vero Moda Curve. It's size 18 to 20 apparently, although I would say that looks more like a 22 to 24. I think that is going to be too big. I like the V-neck. I like the, it's sort of a medium weight knit. It doesn't feel too itchy. It's quite nice and soft. I like the colour. That's all good. This is £32. That does feel quite expensive. I feel like I could get something very, very similar to this in New Look or Peacocks for probably a tenner less. But we'll give it a go and see. Right, the next item is a little black long sleeve sort of fairly fitted top with a lace, now I don't know how well you can see that, it's got a lace V neckline. Now I quite like that. I think that would be quite a useful top. That looks better size wise. This is by the brand the I don't know how you pronounce that. Bok. No idea. Anyway, that's the brand, and the size on that is 46, whatever 46 is, presumably equivalent to a UK 18. It's also got lace around the cuffs there, so I quite like that one. The price on that one is $35.99. $35.99. That's quite expensive, isn't it? Right, next we have this little khaki jacket. Quite like the look of this. Maybe a little bit short. It's almost like a biker style jacket, and it's sort of a stretchy, almost like a faux suede fabric. It does look as though it might be a little bit on the short side possibly, but that's okay. Brand on that one is Christy Paris, never heard of that, and the size is XXL, equivalent to UK 18 it says. That is $53.99. I think you could probably get something like that in Primark for around the £25–30 mark. So the quality isn't special enough to me to warrant the pricing, I don't think. Right, next item is this V-neck basic top, sort of a tunic style. It's got the double layer hem bit on the end. It's V-neck, which I like. Again, the brand is the Bok. And that again is in a UK 18. I like the colour. I think that would be quite a useful blouse. This is the blouse, $45.99. I can tell you that would be going straight back before I even try it on, because I would not pay that for that. And then finally we have a pair of trousers, black wide leg trousers in a sort of crepe type fabric. Quite nice, although they do look a little bit see-through, hopefully not too bad. They've got like they're elasticated waist, wide leg, looks as though they might be a little bit long. And the brand on these is Karmakoma, and they're in an 18 again. And I barely dared look at the price on these. These are £30. That seems more reasonable, but again, they're not particularly nice quality. I'm pretty sure I could get something like this in Primark for 20. Anyway, let's try some of them on and see what they're like. Okay, now bearing in mind that this is supposed to be a personal shopper service, and they've got all my measurements and height and weight and all of that stuff, you'd think they'd know that these trousers would be at least 2 or 3 inches too long for me, wouldn't you? So I'm not sure why they'd send those. The actual fabric of the trousers and the fit around the waist and everything is pretty nice. I don't dislike the trousers at all. If they were the right length, I might well keep those at £30, but they're just too long. I like the top. I do like the top. I think it's a pretty blouse. I like the double layer down here. So style-wise, I think they're doing well. But yeah, as I said, personal shopper service. Why are they sending me trousers that are 3 inches too long? That's ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, I do quite like this top. But I don't like it £46 worth. As I say, I think I could get something just as nice for approximately half the price on this one. Okay, this jumper. I like the jumper, but it is way too big. The sizing is way off on this one, even if it was supposed to be oversized. The sleeves are too long. It almost feels as though it's made for you know, a tall range type of thing, rather than, I think it's from a curve range, but yeah, just too big. But again, I like the style, but too big for me. Okay, this black top fits quite nicely and I like it. I like the lace detail. It's a simple top, but useful for every day. It'd be good layered up with a cardigan. As I say, it fits well. I like the V-neck. The V isn't too low. I could see myself getting some wear out of this. However, would I pay £35? Was it £35? $35.99 for it, when I can very definitely get something very similar from Uniqlo for considerably less. No, I wouldn't. So I like it, but it's too expensive. Okay, the little jacket. I don't hate it. It fits quite well. There's weird things going on with the neck. The neck feels like it ought to be tighter than it is. The popper does up here, and it's sort of made I feel like it needs to be more sort of like that, done up. So yeah, and there's a weird fold in the neck. It feels like it needs more, what's the internal stuff, not lining, the stuff you put inside to make bits of clothing. That there's a facing, is it facing? It just doesn't stand up right. It feels quite nice, it fits quite well. I quite like the colour, I don't dislike the style at all. Would I pay £50 for it? Definitely not with this issue up here, and I would like it to be just a little bit longer. It feels just a little bit short on me. So in conclusion, I think I'm going to cancel my Lookiero membership. I felt like they got the styles better this time, definitely. Style-wise, everything they sent me was pretty good, with something that I would probably wear. So that was better. My issue is with their prices. I don't feel that the quality matches the price was. If the quality was an elevation from the type of quality I could get at the high street places that I've named, I would feel happy paying more for it, but I just don't feel like it is. So yeah, disappointingly, I think Lookiero is going to be a no for me. I'll pop all the info down there in case anybody wants to try it. It's been an interesting experience. I've enjoyed it. But yeah, the prices don't correlate for me with the quality. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I have finished sorting out this little basket now, and I've pulled out, it's mostly hair products in here. And I've pulled out some that I'm going to try. I'm actually really pleased. I found this Away detox shampoo, and I was only thinking this morning when I wash my hair, I really would like a detox shampoo just to get rid of product buildup. I feel like my hair is just in need of a extra good shampoo, and I saw somebody, was it Lily Pebbles, recommending this one recently on Instagram, so I'm going to give that one a go next time I wash my hair. Got the Olaplex No. 6 Bond Smoother, which is a leave-in styling treatment that adds moisture, strengthens and reduces frizz. You put it on, God, that's really very small writing, damp or dry hair, mid-lengths to ends. I've really struggled with it. It's all right the day I wash it, but the ends of my hair look so dry the following day and days afterwards. So I need something that will do that. And then I found this Lookiero overnight hair hydration, which I feel like my hair is crying out for, infused with hyaluronic acid and coconut water. It says directions for use: apply from mid-lengths to ends of damp hair before bedtime. So do you wash your hair before bed and then not? Ooh, don't know, maybe I'd just put some water on it. Pump 1 to 2 times for short fine hair, and 2 to 3 for medium shoulder length hair, 3 to 4, yada yada yada. And then presumably you style it the next morning, do you? Does it say anything other than that? No, not really. It does say it's deeply hydrating your hair so you wake up with moisturised and conditioned hair. Your hair will feel more manageable in the morning whilst looking silky and smooth. Right, I'm going to do that tonight, and we will see what it's like. And then the final product I pulled out was this BB Bumble and Bumble Thickening Dry Spun Texture Spray, which creates instant volume and holds airy texture all day. Shall we try that right now? Let's give that a go right now. I mean, I did dry my hair this morning, but what does it say? Shake well, spray through dry hair wherever you want, lift, hold and airy texture. Okay, let's go. Oh. Well, I would say that does what it says on the tin. I mean, how long it will stay in like that, I don't know. But it smells quite nice as well. Let's see, we'll give it a couple of hours and see if it's lasted. But yeah, that certainly created instant volume. That's quite impressive. So just turn the camera on to look at my hair again. I think that's pretty good, you know. It's about an hour and a half or 2 hours since I spoke to you. I've been outside to get some lunch. Obviously I have to go outside to go to the the conservatory where the kitchen is, and it's very, very blowy out there, and I've been back and forth a few times. So I've been outside, I've had some lunch, I've done some washing up, I've done some laundry, I've moved a whole load of stuff over from the old freezer to the new freezer. So I've been quite active in terms of moving about. I think that's pretty good. I think I'm going to order a full size of that, you know. I'll give it a few more goes first, but I'm actually quite impressed with that. William has just FaceTimed me. He and Georgie have just been to pick up their new kitten. They're just on their way home, and he's called Seymour, and he's absolutely gorgeous. I feel like I feel like a proud grandparent, honestly. They said, oh, it's so sad taking him away from his family. They got him from a lady who's got quite a few cats, and obviously his brothers and sisters. I think he was the first one to be picked up. But he'll be fine, he'll be fine. They're going to absolutely love him. So, yeah, I'm quite excited for them. Right, I'm in the middle of getting rid of empty boxes now. Just how exciting my life is. Sorting through a big wicker hamper that was full of empty boxes. Don't know why I was keeping them, no idea, but I was. Good morning, it's Saturday. I wanted to just update you on, just let me grab my glasses. You're inside the wardrobe, so if the lights actually it doesn't look too bad from there. Those, however, do look too bad. We had such a nice evening last night. We had tapasy dinner, snacky dinner, which was delicious, just little bits and bobs. That chicken Kiev dip, by the way, from Marks and Spencer's was absolutely delicious. It was so nice. Highly recommend. Yeah, we had tapasy dinner and we watched a bit of telly and we chatted, had a couple of glasses of wine. It was really, really nice. Very pleasant evening. Anyway, it's the weekend now. Plans for today are... Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. So many times I pick up the camera and I get an itchy nose. I don't notice it any other time. Perhaps I have an itchy nose all the time, but don't actually notice it. That's a possibility, isn't it? Unless I'm filming. That's weird, isn't it? Anyway, completely different subject. I tried this stuff, as I said I was going to, on my hair last night. So I dampened it rather than wetted it with water, and then did a generous pump of this. It comes out sort of like conditioner, and just sort of put it through my hair sort of mid-lengths to ends. And I've just blow dried it this morning. Not blow dried it, but I use a little bit of this spray, the anti-humidity spray, just literally to put a bit of damp on it or moisture on it, and do it with the hot brush, the Babyliss Big Hair, and I feel like it looks better. I mean, it's not perfect, there's still that little bit of dryness in the ends, but I would say that isn't a bad product at all. I didn't hold out a lot of hope for that at all, but the annoying thing, of course, about Aldi products is that if you find something that you really love, they're temporarily in stock, aren't they? You never know if you're going to see it again, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm going to use it some more. Obviously, that's only a first impressions, but impressed so far with that. So, well, the other thing I wanted to show you was my latest adventures in Arabic perfume. I've had this for a few weeks, actually. I've just not shown it to you. Look at the size of this, nearly as big as my head. This is the latest, or one of the latest perfumes from Lattafa, Arabic again. And it's called Banoffee. I kept the box so I could show you how lovely the packaging is. Here is the perfume. Isn't that gorgeous? And it definitely, I'm not going to spray it on me because I've got other perfume on, but it definitely does what it says on the, if you like a sweet fruity perfume. This is banana-y without being overpoweringly banana-y. It mixes really well with the mango perfume, which is the one in the red box that I've shown you before. I'm going to pop a link in for this. I got it from Amazon. It's about 25, I think, and it's really, really nice. Honestly, I think my favourite thing I've discovered this year is Arabic perfumes, because they are such good value for money when you compare them with the designer perfumes, and also they last really well and the scents are really strong, which is two things that are really important to me with perfume. But it's nice by itself as well. It's really, really nice. Probably more of a summer scent than winter, but isn't that bottle just gorgeous as well? Highly, highly recommend. Love it. Right, plans for Saturday are very unrock and roll. I've got a little bit of admin-y work to do, I'm going to switch over. I did the freezer switch over yesterday. I'm going to do the fridge switch over to the new fridge today, clean out the old fridge freezer, and I'm going to see if I can give it away on FreeCycle or one of those, or Facebook Marketplace or something. See if someone wants it, because although it's got some rust around the door, where the ice machine leaked for a while, that's now been fixed. It's still in perfect working order. You know, the freezer works perfectly, the fridge works perfectly, all the lights are fine, the ice machine works perfectly. And I feel like, I know that a lot of you said to me when I talked about the rusting on the door before, oh, you could spray that, you could get it fixed with some silver spray. I never tried to do it because I knew obviously we were getting new fridge and freezer when we did the new kitchen, but feel like it's too good to take it to the tip, you know. So I'm going to measure that up, get that listed once I've emptied it and cleaned it, see if anybody wants it. And this afternoon I'm going to do a bit of a pamper afternoon. I need to do a body scrub, and I need to polish my toenails. I don't know why, because at this time of year nobody sees them apart from me, but I just feel more put together when I look down at my toes and they're polished. Anybody else like that? That's just me, maybe. Right, I'm going to stop talking and go and get on with some stuff. It's many, many hours later. It's 4 o'clock, and it has been a really quite productive day, I'm pleased to say. I switched all the stuff out of the fridge, the old fridge, and put it into the new fridge. There were still some bits in the freezer as well, so I did that. Had a good sort out of all the old things that you find at the back of the fridge when you clean it all out. I then cleaned the old fridge and freezer and got that listed on Facebook Marketplace. I've had one inquiry so far, but they wanted us to deliver it, which obviously we can't do. I haven't got a big enough car for that. And yeah, hopefully somebody might be interested in that. What else have I done? I've been washing all the throws, all the, you know, blankets and throws from the lounge because of all the dust. I've been doing some more cleaning because you need to clean so many times to get rid of the dust, you know, when you've had building work done. And I thought I'd just, now that all the dust is pretty much finished, I thought I'd take that opportunity to wash all the throws and blankets. I just do them on a 20-minute wash, but it just freshens them up and gets rid of all the dust out of them. So that's a good job done. What else have I done? I've done a little bit of work admin. I've done a little bit of personal finance admin. I've had a tidy up. I actually watched a film this afternoon. I watched Back to Black, the Amy Winehouse biopic. I never know, is it biopic or biopic? I think I've asked that question on here before, and I don't think we've got a definitive answer. But I tend to say biopic, but Georgie, Will's girlfriend, always says biopic, and she's a massive film buff. So possibly she's right and I'm wrong. In fact, probably, to be honest. So I'm just sorting this laundry, clean laundry that's dried on the rack. And, I know what I wanted to show you. I have had not that. Didn't want to kick the box over. Do you remember I showed you, I'll put a picture in here, in Sainsbury's video, probably the last video you saw before this one, party wear. I ended up keeping the black velvet dress because I'm going to wear it when we go away at the end of this month. I sent a picture of it to Mum and Amanda, who I'm going away with. Nick and Ashley are coming as well, but I don't consult them on clothing options. And I said to Mum and Amanda, what were they wearing for this particular trip? And they said they would be definitely dressing up. So I decided that the black dress was good for that. And I liked it with the belt round the middle, but I didn't have a belt with the right colour buckle. So I ordered this from Amazon. I don't know how well you can see that. It's just a stretchy belt. It's metal, but really thin with a nice buckle. And it does up at the front like this. And it's really good. It was only like a £5 or something on Amazon Prime. And I'm really pleased with it. It's exactly what I wanted. I like the fact it's so thin. It's definitely evening-y, and it will just tie in. It just defines my waist a little bit more. I felt like my waist wasn't as defined as it could be in that dress when I looked back at the footage and the pictures. So I wanted the belt, and stretches really well as well. It only comes in one size, but it's very, very stretchy. And I'll pop a link in the description box below for anyone who's interested in that, because I thought that was a great price and it was exactly what I wanted. I didn't hold out a lot of hope, but then it arrived and I tried it and it was great. Right, Ashley just said to me he's been doing stuff all day. He's been refurbishing the hob for the kitchen and doing loads of other little bits and pieces of stuff that needed doing. He's also been out to Tesco's to pick up just a few bits we needed for dinner tonight. We're going to do like a tapasy dinner again tonight, I think, because we've got lots of bits and bobs that need using up. So what I do need to do now, let me just turn you a little, is open up this parcel. This has been sent to me and it is a robot vacuum, which is actually very good because I had to get rid of my last robot vacuum that I have had for several years. I had two, but the one that I'd had for the longest time, I think something inside its computer system had gone wrong because it just didn't map the room anymore. It just went in little circles and could never find its way back to its thing. And we did a factory reset on it and actually cleaned up all the sensors and everything. And it just didn't make any difference. So I think it's circuit board or something had obviously not done what it should. So this is from a brand called Vyzzle. And they said, would I like to try their robot vacuum? And I said, why, yes, that would be very nice. Thank you very much. So I'm going to get into it and set it up and see what it's all about. And that was so super simple and easy to set up. Honestly, I was really impressed. I feel like it was much more, oh, that's not a good angle, much simpler than either of my other robot vacuums that I've had in the past to set up. Just let me move that tripod because I've now set him to map. I've called him Robert, by the way. He's now called Robert rather than E20, which was his name before. There he goes. I'm going to use him up here. You can set them to do a schedule, so I'm going to schedule him to clean every day. So this is his charger here. This is a very neat little charger, much neater than any charger that I've had with a robot vacuum before. And he's self-emptying as well. If you look in here, he empties into this bag. So that's good. So I don't have to manually empty him every time he hoovers, which is great. And I've now got him on mapping duty all around. He looks all around the bedroom. I don't particularly, actually I'll let him do the bathroom as well. I don't think there's anything on the floor in there. So he's going to do my bedroom, dressing room and bathroom. Actually, do you know what? I might open this door and let him map all of upstairs. That might be a good thing to do. See if he manages to do the whole of upstairs. That'll be a little challenge for him, won't it? So he came with this quick startup guide, which was brilliant. Then I just had to scan the QR code there, download the app, connect him to the Wi-Fi, which was super, super easy, and then send him to do his mapping, which he's doing now. He's obviously finding his way around all the nooks and crannies and producing some sort of map. And I will show you the map in the app when he's finished doing that. So Robert has prepared his map, but I can't hear him. I fear he may have got stuck.
No, he's not actually there.
Is he there?
He's here. I guess it's like the edge of the...
Oh, right, yes. To be fair, that's quite a problematic rug, that one, isn't it, for him? So Ashley's manually put him back there. We're going to charge him and then probably send him out cleaning tomorrow. 25 to 5. Is it only 25 to 5? It feels like about 6 o'clock. Since the clocks went backwards or forwards or whatever they do, what do they do? Backwards. Last weekend, the times in the days have felt all weird, not quite as they should be. I don't quite know why. Feels a lot later than it actually is. Anyway, yes, I am going to go and have a nice shower and a body scrub, paint my toenails, and I think have a nice lazy evening with my book. Actually, I might have a bath. I think I'm going to run a bath and do a body scrub before I get in the bath. In fact, I might do a dry body brush before I get in the bath. And have a relax in the bath with my book. Well, this is considerably more dressed up than you normally see me on a Sunday, I must admit, but we're going out for a late Sunday lunch today to a place in Exeter, and very much looking forward to it. I haven't been out for Sunday lunch for absolutely ages, just Ashley and myself. Yes, I wasn't sure first thing this morning if we would be going, because Ashley had another night of raging toothache, having been fine the night before. But it's gone off again now, and he says he feels absolutely fine. He slept until about 11, having been up most of the night, and seems to feel all right now, so that's good. Anyway, I'll show you my outfit for going out for Sunday lunch. We are head to toe Shein. I have got this little beige cardigan top with the gold buttons that you will have seen last month, sometime in October, in a Shein haul. I'll link it in the description box below. And then this midi faux leather black skirt, which is new. You'll be seeing later this month. I'll link it anyway, but you'll be seeing it in another Shein haul later on this month. And then I've got my TikTok shop knee-high boots on with that, the beigey coloured ones. And earrings, I've just got little gold hoop earrings, can't remember whether, I think they might be Anna Louisa, and a star chain that came from, I can't remember, it might have been a Primark one, this one, I can't remember, but oh, I know what I wanted to show you. I've got another sort of Christmas present stroke treat yourself idea that I ordered for myself. It arrived yesterday and it's fab. I'm really pleased with it. Sorry, let me open that curtain a little bit. I just had it done up while I did my makeup. I'm actually ready ridiculously early. We haven't got a lunch booking until 3. We like a late Sunday lunch, and it's only 12:15 now. We need to leave here about 2:30. So I'm going to change out of this. I wasn't sure what I was going to wear, so I wanted to make sure I knew. I'm going to change out of this back into my comfies, and then get changed just before we go out. Right, glasses. There we are. I can see you now. So this is the thing I wanted to show you. It's called A Year of Living Curiously. That's a difficult word to say. 365 things really worth knowing, and it's by E. Foley and B. Coates, whoever they are. And this is basically, I love these books where you have a little bit to read every day. I'm a real sucker for them. I recommended some recently from a range that I've bought lots from over the years. And this has a little different snippet of information for every day of the year. And I thought that's a really good present for someone who you don't quite know what to buy them. And it says on the back, it's packed with 365 joyfully random, utterly fascinating entries from what the Japanese mean by kuchisabishi to the secret history of the bobble hat, how the Victorians communicated through flowers to tales of footballing bees. This is an almanac of treasures and an essential daily companion. So I'm going to just let me look up my birthday, 29th of August. So it's called Yesterday. It's a really long one, but it's essentially about Yesterday Island. And it says, how can it be that two islands are physically only 4 kilometres apart from each other, but are separated by a time difference of 21 hours? And it goes on to tell you a little bit. It's obviously the international date line that goes in between them, I am guessing, but I won't read the rest of that. But that's interesting, isn't it? Then you've got some that are really small, just little quotations that maybe provoke a little thought. You've got some that are longer. This one's a couple of pages. Also, some have got diagrams with them. I'm going to keep this one by my bed and read it every day next year and enrich my life with interesting and sometimes pointless information, no doubt, and thought-provoking occasionally as well, I think. Anyway, I'll pop a link in the description box for anybody who's interested in that. It does come, I've got the paperback version, it does come for only a couple of pounds more, I think, in a hardback version as well, which is obviously for gifting. I think that would be, I bought this for myself, so I didn't mind having the paperback, but for gifting, I think I would probably go for the hardback version. But it's a very pretty cover as well, isn't it? I really like the cover of that with all the different things on. Right, I'm going to put some perfume on now, and I think I'm going for Jo Malone Orange Marmalade today. Yum. We are on our way out for a late Sunday lunch. Very much looking forward to it. And the weather is so bizarre. 1 minute, it's already poured down twice. We've only been in the car about 10 minutes. I'll turn you around now. Hang on one sec. Look at that. It looks as though it's an absolutely glorious day. Autumn colours, blue sky, a few white clouds scattered about. And less than 5 minutes ago, it was a thick black cloud and pouring rain. Very bizarre. We are on our way back from the pub and we've just come across this little hut which has fresh milk and milkshakes and hot chocolate and all sorts, and I'm a little bit excited about it. I would have filmed a little bit more in the milkshake hut, the milk and milkshake hut, but the lady who owned it came in and we got chatting to her, got our milkshake and we're on our way. But it's exactly the same sort of setup as there was in a farm shop that we went to not long ago, and it's open 24 hours a day and you can just go and get your milk. How fab is that? Or your milkshake. And they all had coffee and hot chocolate and stuff as well, which I didn't get to explore because we were busy chatting to the lady, and Ashley got the milkshake and then we were sort of on our way. But it's really close to home, so that's quite exciting. I'll be going back there again. We got some white chocolate milkshake and it is delicious. Ashley says it's not as good as the chocolate one that he had from the last place that we went to that was very similar. But he only likes chocolate milkshake, really. It was me who suggested white chocolate, which was a bit mean of me because I only have a few sips. I'm not trying to avoid too much in the way of milkshake, but I did have a few sips, a little tiny glass, and it was delicious. Really nice. Sunday lunch was lackluster. It's a place we've been to several times before and we've really liked it in the past. It's so it's sort of shut down as a restaurant and then sort of semi-reopened, but only on certain days. And I don't know if we just picked a bad day or the wrong time of day, but the service was poor. I ordered a glass of Prosecco to start with and it was warm. It was literally warm. I made Ashley taste it as well to make sure I wasn't being fussy. And I asked for a colder one and they said, well, that's fridge temperature. Well, there must have been something wrong with their fridge. And honestly, the whole thing went downhill from then on. We shared a starter and it was meant to come with some rye bread, which it didn't come with. So we asked about it and they said they'd go and inquire, and the waitress eventually came back when we were halfway through eating it and said, oh yeah, they are going to send it up, but they're a bit busy at the moment. Anyway, the rye bread never appeared. We finished the starter, they took it away. Nothing more was said about it. And then we got our main course, which was Sunday roast. Ashley had roast beef. To be fair, he said the beef was delicious. I had chicken, which was chewy and a bit overcooked. And honestly, the food was cold. I said to Ashley, the roast he cooked in the outside kitchen last Sunday, was 10 times better than the roast we had today. It was just disappointing, and it's not cheap there either. It was quite an expensive place, and we opted not to have puddings or coffee, and we left after our main course, and it was just really disappointing. But we had a nice day. It was nice to go out. It was nice to dress up. My favourite bit was getting dressed up before I went, if I'm perfectly honest. And we drove back towards home, and we stopped at a pub and had a cosy sort of country pub that had a nice ambience, and we had a drink there, which was a nice glass of wine, which was served at the right temperature. You know, an astounding idea, serving wine cold. Whatever next. But yeah, not great food, but never mind. But the plus side of that, of course, is that I only ate about a third of my food. So I suppose that's good from a dieting point of view, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to go and take my makeup off and get changed into something more comfortable. It's now getting on for 6:30. Find something to watch on the telly, and I'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Good morning, it's Monday. Feeling very chipper this morning. I don't know why. I love a Monday, you know me. I do like a Monday. Fresh new start, new week. Builders are back today. They are here this week, then they're on holiday next week, then they're back again after that to do the outside render. Yeah, so they're back this morning. Plumber's coming Wednesday. He was due to be coming today, but he's had a family bereavement, so yeah, he's Wednesday. If you can hear a noise in the background, It is Robert the Robot Vacuum doing his thing. I'm quite pleased with him actually. He's been cleaning quite nicely this morning, and he also does mopping. I was meant to tell you that when I was talking to you about him the other day. You can get some vacuums that do mopping. He is one of them. Does wet mopping. I'm only using him for the carpeted floors, so I tend not to use robots for my hard floors because I've got so few of them. But if you want a robot that does mopping, he does that. I think they've given me a discount code, so I'll pop all the info about Vyzzle. Robert the Vyzzle down there is ramping up. I think he must have been mapping, and now he's cleaning. Anyway, ages ago, I talked to you about this product, which was one of those TikTok viral products. It's the L'Oreal Revitalift Eye Bag Instant Eraser. And I said I would report back on how I got on with that. I don't love it as a product, I have to say, first of all. Now, I'm going to put a before and after in for you. It does a sort of blurring effect. I wouldn't say it erases your eye bags, but it sort of blurs. And honestly, I've got to tell you, it looks better in the photo than I thought it did in real life. I felt the camera picked it up better than it looked in real life. When I looked at it, I did one eye and not the other one, and I looked at them straight on, and honestly I couldn't see it so much in the mirror as it looks on the photo. But it puts a sort of coating on which stays there. It's okay, but I didn't love it, if I'm honest. It's not something that I think I would continue to use. I'll give it another couple of goes. I've given it a couple of goes, and I will give it another couple. But I didn't think it was as good as everybody was raving on about it on TikTok. And that's notwithstanding the fact that, I mean, perhaps if you were going to have photos taken, because it looks better in the photos than in real life, might be worth it for that, you know, if you wanted to take nice photos. And you know, perhaps it does work for some people, but my experience was not brilliant, I have to say. Not terrible, but not brilliant. Anyway, I think I am going to leave this vlog here because I need to edit it, and because I feel like I've said everything I needed to say. So don't forget as well, if you're interested in the teeth whitening kit, all the information and discount code down below. So Christmas is coming up, do not forget. As if any of us could forget with the constant bombardment of people telling us Christmas is coming up. Oh, see what I did there. Right, I'm off. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.